So we're going to talk about the normal distribution in this video. Now the normal distribution refers to a distribution of things. It's probably better if I give you an example of what the normal distribution looks like, and then you can come up with it yourself. So let's say that we're all lining up for a school photo. If you're lining up for a school photo, you take the shortest people over here, and then you've got the tallest people over here, and you go from shortest to tallest. Now, if we went through and measured everyone, this is what the graph would look like. So we'd have this. Now, what this means is that the number of people that are very short, it's only a couple of them. There's not that many very short people at Nudgee or in the world at large. There are slightly more people that are in this next band. Let's say these are every 5 centimeters. There's slightly more people here, there's more people here, there's more people here, there's more people here, and there's a lot of people in the middle. By its very definition, the most people are average, or are in the middle. That sort of makes sense. Now, we start going the other way. Slightly less people are slightly taller than the average. Slightly less people are taller than that, slightly less people are taller than that, and by the time you get to here, we're talking about your basketball team. We're talking about really tall people, but there's only a few people at your school or at the world at large that are here. Now, this is called the normal distribution. And the normal distribution isn't just for people's heights. The normal distribution works for a lot of different things. So we could replace the word heights with weights. Okay, so some people are really, really light, most people are in the middle, and some people are really, really heavy, your biggest loser contestants here. We might also use IQ. Some people, not so bright. Most people are in the middle here. Actually got an IQ of 100. Some people are up here. Stephen Hawking, the guy in the wheelchair with the robot voice, he's got an IQ like way, way up off the scale. There's some really, really smart people. Okay, so lots of different things follow a normal distribution. One more that I might mention here is school marks. Some people, only a very small amount of people, do very poorly in a particular subject. Some people are getting like 100%. But for the most part, there's like this middle ground where people are sort of, that's where the most people are. Now, depending on the subject, it might be slightly different. So it might be like, a lot of people are getting, like only a few people are getting 70%. Lots of people are getting 85%. And only a few people are getting 100%. This might be a fairly easy subject. Okay, so lots of different things that the normal distribution can apply to. Last thing for this video, when we draw our normal distribution, I've used fairly big chunks here. But if you think about it in terms of people's heights, someone could be any height. They're not just within this band, they're like smaller bands. So I could make these bands smaller. Now if I do that, if I make the bands smaller, then this band's going to be slightly higher, this band's going to be slightly higher, this band's going to be slightly higher. Whoops, should be about there. Okay, hopefully you can see what's happening. Now, if I make those bands smaller again and again and again and again, make the bands smaller, 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 what I'll end up with is this. This is our normal distribution curve. Okay, I've made the things thinner, 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 until they don't really exist anymore, and we end up with this nice curve. This can still be people's heights, if you want it to be. It can be people's weights, whatever it might be, but we end up with this nice continuous curve. Okay, there's the normal distribution. It's a distribution of characteristics, whether that's height, weights, school marks, IQs, whatever it might be. That's what the normal distribution is. We're going to do some maths with it in the next few videos.